Hello and welcome to page 35 of my graphic novel of comic strips. Forgive me for a second, I'm going to play with the volume here. Oh yeah, my graphic novel of comic strips titled Found Earth. Welcome back. I'm not really sure what I wanted to talk about too terribly much today. Spent the last couple of weeks being really tired, trying to come off of being sick. I've been doing some drawing. I've been doing some painting, actually, lately. I've been doing some comic book characters, and I'll see about posting some images on the Patreon account. I'll probably just throw those up for the actual patrons. I'll leave those private. We'll do that as a separate post. But with this one, we start picking up and going with the story. We're introducing this Angel character who is apparently very frustrated and angry with the snake, and Lift is feeling like he walked in on the middle of something that he isn't really a part of, but now he's stuck in the middle of it. I've been like that, and I'm sure that a lot of other people have too. And you're not quite sure what to do in that situation, and all you really want to do is just run away. And I think that is what Lift wants to do at this point. Back to using my Carpenter's pencil. I did actually get to go out and buy a couple more of those, so I'm back to using Carpenter's pencils, and I love it because it keeps me from getting too stupid detailed with everything in the rough sketch phase of my drawings. And it kind of pulls me back from getting all Todd McFarlane like with the cross-hatching and the details and stuff, because I will definitely go down that rabbit hole. I guess some of the things that I learned listening to the various podcasts that I listen to while I walk around in circles at work, at the 9-to-5 job, are that you gotta set limitations for yourself and not throw so much of yourself into these pages that you don't get everything done because you're too focused on getting this one perfect. So done not perfect is the mantra, and setting limits for myself. So not being overly realistically detailed with this story, trying to keep it fun, light, cartoony. I don't want to say simplistic in the artwork, but it's not exactly Jim Lee or Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane. It's more the guy that does Gru. I cannot remember his last name, but his first name is Sergio. So kind of cartoonishy like that. He did all the little cartoon sketches in the Borders and Mad Magazine as well, if that gives you an idea. So that's sort of the inspiration that I was going for with some of this. I try to add some of the image creators' flourishes here and there, but I'm trying to keep it simple so that I can get this thing done, because I have a lot more stories. I came up with an idea last night that I know will probably never get made as I originally thought of it. I was thinking about Galactus and his need for a herald to go out and find a planet, and then he needs to go and find a planet. And I was thinking that maybe he could create a kind of character that goes out and finds things and then sends pieces of itself back with the energy. And so there's like a constant feed of energy from these nanobots that act as a organic organism, kind of like the symbiote from Venom. I don't know. It was a neat idea. I thought I'd run with it, but then I remembered that they don't take submissions, especially for story ideas, because they don't want to get sued. It's a whole thing. So I had this really great idea. I'm going to have to come up with a whole realm of characters just to do that story. That may come later. I think I'm going to write that down. That'll be like 10th on the list of stories to do. But I'm making them, and I thank you for your support, and I'm just going to keep making them. And if you guys want to continue, it'll be cool, and you'll be along for the ride. I think I'm going to do this entire story in this format, but when I finish with this story, I think the Patreon's going to change a little bit so that there will be tiers, and not everything will be made public, and not everything will be made available for every tier. It's not a money grab, it's just a kind of incentive to go to a higher tier. I'm also learning about the business end of this kind of thing, so I'm learning as I go, but I don't want to screw over the people that are helping me at this point in time by changing things out of the blue and all that. So just letting you know, with the next story, it will probably change. But we've got 195 pages for this thing, so don't count on any changes anytime soon. I put all the credits for the music down below as it comes up. We may make it through all the songs, we may not. At this point, I think we're going to make it through 2 or 3 of the songs. I have 4 credited. They get extra credit. Go check these people out. They're really cool. Make something. Do something. Create something. Start now. The ideal time to start your cool thing was 3 years ago. Now's the second best time. So I started this, a year and a half ago, and I gave myself a lot of leeway because I knew I wanted to make these videos and put them online. And now you're seeing the results of my efforts from a year and a half ago. We're just chugging along. We're making them. So I wanted to just see how everybody was doing, make sure that everybody was still liking what they were seeing and hearing, and if there was anything anybody wanted me to talk about. Technical tools I'm using, inspirations for things. I don't know. I'm going to start looking for publishers here pretty soon. I'm listening to podcasts to see about how to go about getting this book made and published and out there, and probably doing it myself. I'll probably be hitting comic book conventions, most definitely, probably next year. They'll probably be small and local and go from there. Although I'd probably be happier with the big ones. I'm not sure I'd be happy behind the desk with the big ones. I'm too used to wandering around, but I guess that's part of the sacrifice. So I hope everybody is having a good weekend, and I hope you have a good week, and we will talk to you next week. I want to thank everybody for helping out and contributing with the financials. I appreciate it so very much. It afforded the cool video program without the bar there, so we have the professional version to work with. And Next, it's going to start going towards the copyrights and the trademarks and the publishing stuff that I need, the ISBN numbers and all that. So take care, everybody, and I'll try to keep everybody up to date on what's going on. And check out the Instagram at Dunlap_Alan for cool artwork that comes up too. Also the Patreon at Alan Dunlap.